So you think this is a real victory for us as black people?
Yeah, this is a real victory. This is a real victory. Now that demonic force, because it is a demonic force, it was a dark force. It was a dark energy that came down from Chicago and spread throughout America. I think we now finally get to put that fire out.
It started the way most viral moments do, with a camera, a smirk, and a quote bold enough to make Twitter explode. Charleston White leaned forward, looked straight into the camera, and dropped his line like a grenade. In 5 years, nobody gon' care about Lil Durk. OTF? It's done. The internet paused. Fans gasped, haters laughed, and bloggers started typing faster than ever. In the chaotic world of hip-hop commentary, Charleston White just threw another match into the gasoline puddle, and this time, the target was one of Chicago's biggest names.
You're the most, you have the most humility, and you mean in your heart that you'll never do this again, because these conditions have caused that, and God know you mean it. But God also know 2 years from now, when I let your ass out of here, you back to the same shit, Dirk. So we can't save you this time, boy. We got to send your ass on up that road. Them white folk want it. They talking death penalty, but that's just to scare you. But you're getting 20, 30 years. What's that boy name? What's his real name? What's Dirk's real name? The Voice? Say The Voice.
Yeah, The Voice.
The Voice. Yeah. Motherfucker gonna forget about you in 20, 30.
If you've ever scrolled past Charleston White on social media, you already know he's a walking headline factory. A former gang member turned outspoken commentator, Charleston's reputation is built on saying the things most people are too afraid, or too strategic, to say out loud. He's called out rappers, clashed with celebrities, and made an entire career out of flipping the script on hip-hop's sacred cows. So when he declared that Lil Durk's career clock is ticking, fans didn't just listen, they reacted hard. But deep down, people couldn't help asking, could he actually be right? Before we dive into the chaos, it's only fair to remember how far Lil Durk came. Derek Banks started out in the rough streets of Chicago, where drill music was born, a sound that turned raw street reality into chart-topping anthems. His early days were filled with pain, survival, and the hustle to escape the same violence he rapped about. Then came Sign to the Streets, the breakout mixtape that turned Durk from a local name to a national story. The melodies got tighter, the flow cleaner, and soon the name Lil Durk became synonymous with Chicago's sound. By the time albums like The Voice and 7220 dropped, Durk wasn't just a street rapper, he was a mainstream artist, performing on big stages, collaborating with Drake, and leading his OTF, Only the Family, crew straight into the spotlight. But as every story in hip-hop teaches us, with success comes scrutiny.
Motherfucker, when Quando Rondo jumped up out that limo crying by their cousin, oh man, boy, they laughed like a motherfucker. Boy, when Quando Rondo dropped his flag and went to talking, man, I'm going crazy, man. I can't sleep at night. I'm dreaming about people down. They laughed like a mother. Ooh, they laughed. And they were telling me, we gonna get you, come to O Block. I don't even hear a nigga tell me to come. I don't even get invited to O Block no more. I used to get invited to O Block 20 times a day. I used to get calls from O Block. Men and BD, GD niggas. I'm talking about, nigga, I thought we was in a relationship the way the niggas used to bother me. It ain't even been 2 years. Them niggas fizzled and faded away. And look at their fan base. They call this fair weather friends, ladies and gentlemen. That's what fans are. That's why I say, man, fuck the fans. Hell, I don't give a damn about no fan. I barely want supporters. I don't care what you are.
Here's where things took a wild turn. Fans still remember the headlines about Lil Durk's Apple Watch scandal, a bizarre, messy situation that made the internet lose its mind. Reports surfaced that the rapper was accused of tracking his girlfriend using a hidden Apple Watch, sparking rumors of obsession and betrayal. Social media went crazy. Memes everywhere. TikTok detectives unpacked screenshots, and everyone had an opinion. While some fans defended Durk, saying it was exaggerated, others claimed it revealed a darker, more controlling side of the rapper's private life. Either way, it added fuel to the growing narrative that Durk's personal life was starting to overshadow his music. And that's where Charleston White's words began to sting a little. Because when personal scandals start making more noise than your hits, history shows it's never a good sign. Then came another twist nobody saw coming. Not long ago, Lil Durk was arrested, adding another chapter to his long list of run-ins with the law. Reports say authorities picked him up on serious charges connected to firearms and possible gang-related activity. Images of Durk in handcuffs spread online like wildfire. Fans were heartbroken, others said it was just karma catching up. What hit hardest wasn't just the arrest itself, but what it represented. To many, it felt like déjà vu, another talented artist with everything to lose, trapped between fame and the streets that built him. Even Charleston White, in his usual no-filter way, reacted by saying something that cut deep. You reap what you sow. These boys think fame makes them untouchable, but time gone show who really built for longevity. For a moment, the internet didn't know whether to agree or to be angry. But one thing was clear, Charleston White had touched a nerve again. Now the debate's gone far beyond just music. It's about legacy. Charleston White's words hit because he's talking about more than one artist, he's talking about a cycle. How fame, street culture, and social media often mix into a cocktail that eventually explodes. Lil Durk represents the modern hip-hop hustle, success, pain, loyalty, betrayal, and redemption all tangled together. But to critics like Charleston White, Durk also symbolizes something else, the danger of staying too close to the fire that once burned you. When White says, OTF is done, he's not just predicting a downfall, he's warning that every crew built on chaos eventually collapses under its own weight. The only question is, how soon? Of course, no Charleston White moment would be complete without a comment section war.
I be responding to people in the comments. Lil Durk looking for you. Nigga, if Lil Durk looking for me, I ain't hard to find. I already know Lil Durk ain't looking for me. But what I'm doing is, I kill the image, homie, of what our people think these niggas is. Lil Durk ain't no bad motherfucker. No, man, bad motherfuckers don't have fat white baby mamas.
One side flooded social media defending Durk, calling Charleston a hater who lives off other people's names. Durk's been through too much to fade like that, one fan wrote. He's the voice of the trenches. You can't cancel that overnight. But others weren't so sure. Charleston just said what everybody's been thinking, a user posted. The music's getting repetitive. It's the same story, different beat. The divide was clear, half loyalty, half doubt. Every big artist eventually hits a crossroads, that moment where the music, the fame, and the personal demons all collide. For Lil Durk, that moment might be now. Between legal troubles, public scandals, and Charleston White's sharp tongue, the question isn't whether Durk's on top today, it's whether he can stay there tomorrow. The hip-hop world moves fast. One year you're headlining festivals, the next, you're fighting rumors, critics, and court cases. Charleston's prediction of 5 years might sound harsh, but in an industry this volatile, 5 years is a lifetime. So, will Charleston White's prophecy come true? Will Lil Durk really fade into obscurity while OTF crumbles in the background? Nobody knows. But one thing's undeniable, his statement hit the internet like a spark in dry grass. People are talking, debating, watching. And maybe that's exactly what Charleston wanted all along. Because in the world of hip-hop, attention is power. And right now, both Charleston White and Lil Durk have everyone's attention locked in. Whether you think Charleston's a truth-teller or just stirring the pot, his words have forced fans to look closer at Lil Durk's story, the fame, the fights, the scandals, and the silence in between. One thing's certain, if Durk's name is still lighting up timelines 5 years from now, it won't just prove Charleston White wrong, it'll make this moment a legendary chapter in hip-hop history.